Hi everyone, I'm Martin Moreau and welcome to the next edition of our Aikido home tutorial videos. These are the basic technique series here, and we hope that you've had a chance to have a look at the introductory video. If not, please stop the video right now, go back and look at that. It's actually the warm-up class to do before you do any of the other basic technique videos that are going to follow. Today we're going to work on yellow belt test, which is 6Q in our dojo in terms of adult ranking. We're going to work on that basic footwork in ukemi, shiko, and if you do everything on this and get it right, you're going to be in great shape for your yellow belt test. Alright, let's get started. First thing I want to remind you of is that although we're going to do this together and you can go along with it with me and do it with me, we also recommend that you actually stop the tape after every new move or two, practice it on your own, make sure you're comfortable with it, then start playing the video again and work on the next item. So I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, of course, you can always comment in the comment line under the video. All right, let's get started. First thing in the yellow belt test is basic footwork. Migi Hanmi. That's your right foot forward in a Hanmi stance. Hanmi stance means that you're sideways a little bit. So we're not turned like this, but our body is sideways. And if I'm on a line here, it's almost like I'm making a T with my feet. Okay, so Migi Hanmi. Then we're going to switch to Hidari Hanmi. Feel free to switch back and forth with me to make sure you've got it right. Migi Hanmi is your right foot forward. Hidari Hanmi is your left foot forward. Now we're going to do some basic movements. Moving forward, we call this the Arimi series. So sliding is Arimi 1. Arimi 1. Let's do it on the other side. Arimi 1, Arimi 1. If we're going to step forward, we call that Arimi 2. Make sure the hands are extended in front, nice and low, and that you switch your hands as you switch your feet. Arimi 2, Arimi 2. Let's do it again. Arimi 2, Arimi 2. Excellent. Now we're going to do the backwards movement series, which is Tenshin. Let's start with Tenshin 1. The 1 means we're sliding. Tenshin 1. Tenshin 1. Let's do it on the other side. Hidari Hanmi, left foot forward. Tenshin 1. Tenshin 1. Do your best to keep a nice straight posture when you do this. It's easy when you're doing these movements sometimes to lean. You want to keep a straight posture. So have your legs nice and loose and a little bit soft. So when you're moving, you stay upright, your feet move, but you don't teeter-totter back and forth. For stepping backwards, that's Tenshin 2. Tenshin 2. Let's do that one more time. Tenshin 2. Tenshin 2. Are you able to follow along? If not, stop the tape and practice it some more on your own before starting the video up again. Now we're going to do Tenkan. Tenkan simply means turning, so we're going to do some turning exercises. Tenkan number 1, we turn without taking any steps of any kind. Tenkan 1. Tenkan 1. Let's do it on the other side. It's the same thing. Tenkan 1. Tenkan 1. For Tenkan number 2, we're going to actually have a step in there. Tenkan number 2 starts with the turn, and then we step back. Easy to remember, there's 2 parts to Tenkan 2. Tenkan 2, turn, step back. Let's do the other side. Hidari Hanmi, Tenkan 2. I turn, then I step back. All right. Tenkan number 3. Starts with the turn, I step back, and I turn again. There's 3 parts. Turn, step back, turn. When we're learning it in the beginning, it's pretty mechanical. Later, it's more continuous and flowing like that, but we're gonna learn just the basics of breaking it down. So turn, step back, turn, that's ten-kan number 3. Let's review them quickly, right from the beginning. Migi Hanmi, Hidari Hanmi, Migi Hanmi, Hidari Hanmi. Urimi 1, again. Tension 1, again. Urimi 2, again. Tension 2, again. Tenkan 1, again. Tenkan 2, again. Tenkan 3. Actually, we should be on this foot to do the other side. Tenkan 3, the other side. Okay, let's do that last one again, in case I confused anybody. Tenkan 3, I turn, then when I do it again, I'm on the other side naturally. At this point, stop the tape and just practice that on your own. Next thing we're going to work on is some basic falling. So we're going to do Mai Ukemi. Ultimately, you want to be able to do a regular forward roll. But what we're going to do is we're going to quickly review Spar, which was on the intro video. That's Sensei's super secret perfect Aikido rolls. So what you're going to do is you're going to have both of your feet together. You're going to put your hands down and over. You can certainly review all of this in the introductory warm-up video, which again, we want you to do that ideally before you go into any of the lesson plans for the test material. For step number 2 in Spar, it's both hands with one foot forward and go. That's so that you learn how to roll right over the top and you don't roll sideways. Let's try one on the other side. Hidari Hanmi. All right. Now we go to number 3, which is the final level. Let's start Migi Hanmi. It's one gymnastics hand and one wheel. Let's do the other side. One wheel, one gymnastics hand, and go. For those of you who are really good at this already, you can try the bonus level, but only if you can do the first 3 really well. You're going to put your wheel down, and you'll have no gymnastics hand. You're just going to reach behind you and roll. Again, gymnastics hand doesn't get put down, just the wheel. You reach behind you, leave it there to meet the mat with your hand. How's everybody doing? All right, we're going to move on now to Yushiro Yoko Kaiten. For this one, we're going to break it down into steps. Again, it's been fully reviewed in the first video, but let's kneel, hand, tuck, sit, and go. Let's do the other side. Kneel, hand, tuck, sit, and roll. All right. Now we're going to work a little bit on Shiko. Shiko is knee walking in Japanese. My Shiko is knee walking forward. So I'm going to lift the front knee so that I'm on my foot. Then I'm going to put the knee down. Then I'm going to bring this knee forward and foot down and kneel and repeat. All right, so it looks like this if you do it continuously. Now I recognize that you just might not have a soft, cushy set of mats at home to do that, but if you have a nice, soft carpet, or if you have some mats of some kind, or maybe a trampoline, or even outside on the ground, if you have a tarp down. Right now the ground's nice and soft because it's rained a lot, so it's a good time to try it. But you don't have to do a lot, I just want to make sure you remember how to do it. Now let's do Yushiro Shiko. For Yushiro Shiko, it's backwards knee walking, but it's important for Yushiro Shiko that you don't lift the knees. When we're going forward, the knees go up as we Shiko. But going backwards, it's more like we're ice skating on our knees. We're going to move back and twist as we do it. One of our students, Antoine Malois, came up with a great system for this, and we call it FABS. Fabulous Antoine's Backward Shiko. FABS, short for that. So here we go. It starts with side to side. Just side to side like this. That's step number one. If you can do that, you go to step number two. Step number two is just sliding your knees straight back. Almost like you're just walking backwards, but again, don't lift the knees. Just slide back. Once you've got that down, you go to the final level 3 where you take the side to side and you mix it with the going back. And if you get really good at that, then you want to use your hands and switch your hands as you do it. So those are the 2 basic types of knee walking: forward knee walking, Mai Shiko; backwards knee walking, Yushiro Shiko. Last thing on the test for yellow belt is just counting 1 to 10 in Japanese. Want to make sure that you remember your Japanese counting. So let's do it together. Let's go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. Thank you very much. We've done everything now for the yellow belt test. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run it through real quick without any stops so that you can see it together, and if you're able to do it with me, that's awesome. Here we go. You ready? Okay. Migi hanmi, hirari hanmi, migi hanmi, hirari hanmi, arimi 1, again, arimi 2, again, tension 1, again, tension 2, again, tenkan 1, again, tenkan 2, again, tenkan 3, again. Now we're going to do rolling, Mai Kaiten. Then we're going to do Yushiro Yoko Kaiten. Then we're going to do a little bit of Shiko walking. Right, there you go. Backwards, remember? It's like sideways and backwards ice skating mixed together. And then we finish with ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, ku, ju. You guys did awesome. I'm so proud of you. Keep working on this at home. Once you're ready for the next level, if you're one of the higher belts, now you go to that next belt to get the material. And of course, the way this works, let's say you're red belt, or you're going for red belt, you're going to do the yellow belt material, make sure that's feeling pretty good. Then maybe in the next practice you go through the orange belt material, make sure that's pretty good. Then move on to the items on the red belt material. Once you've done those 3 together, that's all the material for your red belt test. Because remember, on each test, you've got to do all the material before and show that you know it. Really proud of you guys. Thanks very much, and thank you so much for joining us today. Please have a look at the video and like it, share it, comment on it if there's anything that you want to see or hear about or have us show you. And stay tuned for more videos. Thanks very much. Have a great day.